I say that as a joke, but I also, I say music died in 2004 or maybe 2005. And as I'm recording this in the beginning of 2026, there was a video about the death of MTV, which kind of just hit me right in between the transition of these two songs, because so much of culture was at least I could say from my generation was driven by MTV. And when I make the videos, I clearly, when I have the credits at the beginning and the end of the videos, those are obviously inspired by MTV. That has like the name of the band, the name of the track, the name of the album, the name of the director, which is always me because I'm the only one. I don't know if I'd ever like hand the reins over to another person and let them make a video. I'm just too much of a control freak, or this is too much my baby, or quite frankly, it's not like someone's going to do it for free. So I sort of, but I threw the director in there because I think that was one of the things they had. I think also like MTV back would also have probably like the name of like the company, like like Sony or MGM or whatever, whoever was the company that was making the albums, printing the albums, the record companies, which kind of is funny because it helps bring us over from lame people who follow trends to a lame trend, something. And it's sort of weird for me to say, calling something a trend that has actually dominated the scene for over 20 years. And I know I sound like an old man yelling at a cloud. Obviously, calling the music that I make new metal. And new metal sort of peaked at the mid 2000s, and I say that as a joke, but I also I say music died in 2004 or maybe 2005. I think the last great album that had come out, I would probably say, is System of a Down's Mesmerize. And don't be wrong, I liked Hypnotize, but I have very few new bands on my Spotify playlist. And of course, Spotify is the issue here also.